And they were like, oh my god, we need to run away from the palace guards. And then, so what's his face is like, oh my god, this is so dramatic. It's like a CW show, but if the cast was less hot. And all Chinese.
That makes me choke. I love it. Less hot, more Chinese.
Alright, so we're doing another Chinese legend, and this is the story of Dog Barking Rooster Crow. And this story is the origin of a Chinese saying that's basically saying that everything has their use. The saying translates something like, as long as you can bark like a dog and crow like a rooster, everything still has its use.
That's kind of a weird motto. As long as you bark like a dog, you have something to do.
Well, in context, still makes sense.
Okay, I'm glad that in context it will work.
So this is ancient China. Don't ask me which dynasty. We're gonna go with the Ming Dynasty because I decided this.
Ancient enough. That has to do with the vases.
What? No. No, the Ming Dynasty is when they had to run out the Mongols and reestablish China as a whole, and had to restore everything that China was.
So I just thought it had to do with vases, Ming vases.
No, well, I mean, yes, there were the Ming vases, but that was like the late Ming Dynasty when things were better. No, most of the Ming Dynasty was damage and repair.
Oh no.
Well, a lot of the dynasties are damage.
Let me kill you. Let me off with your head was a lot of them.
Okay, but basically, Ming Dynasty, and they're like this group of friends, and they're like having a dinner party or something weird like that. Some versions say it's a holiday, but most versions say it's just like a gathering, a dinner party, and it's like 10 or not 5 people in this group, a sizable group.
Okay,
but basically. They're having festivities. There's a big store outside. They're just like, wow, and then they hear outside, and they're like, "Is there a dog outside?" They look out, and they don't see a dog. They see a guy in rags. And he's like, "Can you give me shelter from the cold?"
Not from the dogs.
And then. Instead of being like the Beauty and the Beast, instead they're just like, oh yeah, sure, come in. Because, these are nice rich people.
And it's a holiday, so come on in.
And so, then, a few minutes later, they hear,
I think you need to work on your crow. Better.
Well, no, that's not how it sounds, though. They don't go cock-a-doodle-doo. They go like,
I like your authenticity.
Wait, it's more guttural. Anyway, basically, they hear a chicken noise, and they open the door, and
I like that you're going in full into this.
It's a guy. It's a guy making a chicken noise. And again, he's like,
Wait, did they catch him making the chicken noise?
No, he's just outside making chicken noise. He's trying to get their attention.
But did they know it was him making the chicken noise? Is my question. Okay,
yeah, they saw him. And it's like, let me in. And they're like, yeah, sure. We already let you in once? We already have a guy who's barking. Let's just.
Oh, so this is the second guy that's making noises.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're both just like, yeah. According to some legends, they don't talk. Though most legends just say they don't talk much, since most of their communication is through the noises. But basically,
so they didn't think that he was just mad as a hatter or something.
Nope, they just kind of went with it. Oh, but basically, here's the thing, and so the rich people are discussing how they are like trying to do some proposal thing or something. Basically, they're visiting another kingdom, and they need to bring really good gifts.
Okay.
Because in Chinese culture at that time, and even somewhat true of nowadays, you don't visit people without a gift.
Oh yes, you do it all the time. It's a thing. It's a custom. I know this.
Yeah. So basically, and this is back then, and that's coming from people who are like in the countryside. This is visiting the royal family, so we have to bring a whole procession.
Have to bring something.
In fact, most ancient paintings of Chinese caravans are really just carrying more gifts than people.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a point in time where you could say the gifts and betrothal dowry that comes with your bride is actually more valuable than your bride.
Oh, I would imagine.
Because there's a Chinese saying about marriage that's even persistent to today. A daughter married off is like throwing a bucket of water out the window.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, so basically they have to take some gifts to, what's his face?
Okay.
The king, sorry. This nearby kingdom. And, you know, there's like this princess, and they're like, ooh, hi. And she's like, hi. They get to, like, go home after the gift ceremony or whatever the bleep. But one of the guys is like, oh no, I accidentally put a mink coat in there that I'm supposed to give to my wife for her anniversary. And if I, like, show up to our anniversary and once again say I lost a gift, she's going to, like, throw me off the roof.
I'm dead. Dead, I say, dead.
So do you realize what this means? They have to break into the royal present chamber.
Oh, jeez. You are dead.
So, obviously, they have quite the heck of a time, but they managed to get into the royal chamber, and so after digging and digging, they finally find the mink coat, and then they're like, ha-ha! And then they're like, oh crap, we triggered the alarm system, they know we're here. And so they have to run for their lives, and it's like, ah! They make it out of the castle somehow, but somehow they have an issue running through the countryside. Well, they're being pursued by the guards. And they're like, oh no, the guards are catching up to us. What do we do? Basically, they're like, oh yeah, we have to run away. So they're running out of the castle, and somehow they make it out of the castle easily. But when they're running through the countryside, it's a problem because the guards are on their tails. And they're like, oh no, they're gonna catch us. They're bringing guard dogs. But then, Dog Man, he like...
I forgot, they have a dog man of their own. He goes back.
He starts like, and he like tells the dogs to like back off or whatever the heck, and so all the dogs are just kind of like.
So he's not like making just errant noises. He's making actual communication. He can communicate.
Go away! And so then they are running, but the guards are still there. They're like, oh no! But then they're like, oh wait a minute, this is the countryside. Roosters are everyone's alarm clock. So they have Crow Dude get on the top of like a building or something. They does Crow Dude.
It's Crow Dude.
And everyone wakes up, and the crowd of people getting ready to start their day is like so large that the guards can't even move. And so then they manage to get on their horses and they get out of the Cookie Kingdom.
Yeah.
And then like the rich guys are like, you two like saved our behinds back there with your extraordinary calls, and so that's why it is believed that nothing is useless.
Gotcha. I love this.
So what do you think?
Very, very funny.
Do you want me to do that line again?
I want you
Everything is so dramatic. It's like a CW show.
I want you to say. There you go. I like it. Yeah.
Wake up!
Wake your ass up.
Wake
Set your
up!
alarm clock.
Wake up, cockadoodles!
So funny.